Happy Sunday. Hope you all are doing well. Gonna give a minute for my guest speaker to pop in here before I add them. But I hope you all are doing good. As my husband said, I got another big ass cup. Me and my big ass water jugs, because I stay hydrated. Let me see. Hey, Mom. Let me add. And invite him. Wait, he's ready. He can join. Oh, I know you don't like this cup. I love it. It's been making me drink so much water, Mom. Still got my snowflake earrings on, too. Let's see. My dad is finally home from the hospital. For everybody keeping updated. How are you? Yes. So he is home from the hospital, healing up, doing laps around the house, staying hydrated. I'm gonna get y'all a big ass cup, Mom. Let's see. He is unable to join. Invite. Oh, wait and see when he is ready. Annika, hey sis, how are you, beautiful? Oh, good night. Yes, seriously. After this, me too. I'm excited to watch the community mentorship session replay from Krista. I know it was awesome. Look forward to getting in on the goodness tomorrow, though. Yes, I missed you ladies as well. So we were traveling back home from Virginia when I was supposed to be in my session. So could not do that with the kids in the car and driving and all that fun stuff. So I missed you ladies. I missed the energy. It felt off not being there. And I'm glad you are good. I hope your vacation was good. I know you were on vacation recently. Got some mama time, some me time. Let's see if you can join. Annika, you know what? We're going to have to test out a live together again soon, too. Because I'm eager to see if the video actually works this time. They got to see my girl. We have to be. See if we can join. Oh, one more day, girl. Get it. Yes, still on vacation. Oh, that makes me so happy for you. I love it. I love it. It was so nice to go visit my parents this weekend. And then my youngest got to meet two great aunts unexpectedly, so that was cool. Yes, good. For sure. We will definitely go back again. There's plenty to talk about, always. Hopefully. You can join. I know he said to give him a few minutes, so I'm kind of waiting to see when he will pop in. Invite. I'm like really just chilling. It's so quiet in the house right now. The kids are in bed. They're tired after traveling and visiting my parents. I'm tired, so we're just having a relaxed night over here. Okay. Which is crazy. I have been. Oh, it keeps saying he's unable to join. Let me start this. Oh, hey. Wait, I didn't mean to wave at him. I meant to invite him to speak. I'm tired, y'all. It has been. It's been a busy weekend. It's been crazy. There he is. Let's see if it works. Can you hear me? I can't see you. Can you hear me, Deontay? Oh, no. Hopefully it's not connection. Let me turn my Wi-Fi off as well, just to make sure. Okay, this thing. Every time, every time I get my nails redone, I can't push the button.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, there you
Hello.
go. There you are. How
Dirty
are you
laundry.
doing? Yes,
Hmm?
I'm good. I'm tired. Look, we traveled with kids. My dad just got out of the hospital last week. Oh,
Uh,
last week was eventful. So we are winding down and chilling today.
yeah, I don't know
So
if I got
how are
connected
you? Go
to
ahead and introduce
Wi-Fi
yourself.
right now.
Oh, it's freezing. It's freezing. There we go.
Hmm? Yeah, yeah. Give me 1 second to figure out.
Let me see. It's freezing up a little bit on me. Hopefully we can get a good connection. Hello. How are you all? Let's see. Hopefully it will work. Come on. No, no. All right. It looks like there's a connection issue on his end. Hopefully we can get it solved. And if not, we can reschedule, rain check, something, start it over.
Sorry, I'm trying to
No,
figure out
you're
what's
good.
going on with my connection. Um, I think it's connected now.
There we go. There we go. It's always the internet. No! Hello, everybody joining. We are having a little connection issue, so trying to get that solved. No, no. All right, Deontay, if you see this in between coming back in here, um, I know he keeps freezing Annika, right? Look. All right, Tay. Bet we got this. We ain't gonna let it stop us. Yeah, so I was gonna say if you don't, yeah, if not on your laptop, just try turning your Wi-Fi off, because that's what I have to do here in our basement. It's been crazy here with our internet. At the new house too, I noticed my 5G on my phone doesn't even work as well. It goes straight to 4G sometimes, depending on where I'm at in the house. I'll be like, can you hear me now? All right, let me try to add him. Yes, he is such a sweet person. Good friend from high school. Um, the school days. Look, oh, thank you, girl. I love you. Annika, you mean so much. And that is so kind because, girl, look, I've been wearing this. This is what I traveled home in today. And I'm so tired. I don't know if you saw, I had got in the community and posted what I went through on Friday. Girl, it has been, I'm tired. I'm tired. This, thank goodness, is all my damage from, I had a little bit of an accident Friday. And all I'm going to say, guys, is just be careful. Look where you're going. Always keep your eyes on the road. I literally took my eyes off the road for a split second to look at a house. I said, oh, how beautiful. And I looked back at the road and I was about to go into a ditch. And 1000% do not recommend. Don't even look at the beautiful house. Your peripherals can look at it because it's not worth it. And I was alone in the car, thankfully. I didn't have the kids or anything. So, but girl, I was terrified. Girl, look, Annika, wait, it's more to it. Go check my post. Go check my post out. It was crazy. It was crazy. Go check the post out in the community. And if any awesome ladies come across this video and want to join the Go Bravely mentorship community, head on over to Dr. Shelly Ann's page. Hit that link in her bio and come join us. It's an awesome community of women, supportive, encouraging, and empowering. But yes, look, all praise to the Most High because, girl, I was going around a curve. It's really curvy, windy roads. We live out in the country, and thank God that I don't see how the truck didn't flip, but I'm just grateful. Yes. And a split second was really all it took. It started out with, and yes, the community is so worth it. And more, look, by the end of it, I'm gonna be a salesperson for Dr. Shelley's mentorship community. I'm like, and by the way, ladies, if you're looking for an empowering group of women on their spiritual journey inward to growth, we're gonna get some sisters in there, Annika. All right. So how are you, Deontay? It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I'm so
Oh
excited
man.
to talk to you. We was both kids in high school last time we talked.
Yeah. Yeah, we were children.
Yeah.
I had to step outside. It's super hot out here, but it's all good.
Hey, it's probably humid, but it's better service right now. I can already tell.
Yeah. Yeah, but
This
how
was
are you? I mean,
I've been good. We traveled to Virginia this weekend to go see my dad because he got out of the
mhm.
hospital. He had some major surgery last week. And so it was good to see him, spend some time with family, but the kids were crazy. So, had to work in between that.
Yeah, I don't know
But
what people do. Like,
go
try to
ahead.
get
I'm
my
going to let you introduce yourself to the people. Who are you and what do you do? Let's hear about it.
I do a lot of things. So
Jack of
of
all
course, like
trades.
yeah, yeah. So I'm Deontay, aka Tay the Truth. I'm a local artist in Roanoke. Kind of on my come up right now, getting a lot
Mhm.
of recognition here in the city. Um, just dropped a new song, so if you don't know who I am and you haven't listened to my song, don't blink yet. Go click the link in my bio after we're done. So
Yes, yes. Follow him while we are in here and then get to listening after.
yeah, yeah. But
I'm excited.
outside of that, football coach, former athlete, uh, educator.
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes. Doing it right in the community. I love it.
yeah.
And
Yeah, man,
so
I'm big on that.
I love it. And you recently, or yeah, Friday, you had a show. How did it go?
Yeah, so I had a show at the Todman Museum in downtown Roanoke. It turned out really well. Like, there was a good turnout of people.
Love
Um,
it.
of course, like I want all my shows to be the biggest shows ever. Like,
Yeah,
but it was fun. It was fun. I was glad that people came out and supported.
I love
I had
it.
a few other dope artists with me. I had Harvest Black, Dylan Dent, Eugene Woods. My brother performed with me, and that was cool. And
I
my
love
mom and my grandma were there for the first time ever. They saw me perform, so that was great.
that makes it worth it. That fills the room right there. Legit.
Yeah.
That energy from family is all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Now, how was performing with your brother?
It was cool. Like of course he didn't know that he was gonna be nervous, so that was that was so like I just a lot of people aren't prepared to actually perform when
Ooh,
they go perform. So
ooh,
like I do a lot of like open mic stuff, so I'm used to speaking in front of people all the time. But
yeah.
like a lot of people are just like, yeah, I wrote a song so I can get up there and perform it. But then you get up there, so,
And you're like,
but he
whoa.
did great. He did great. He smashed it. We had great time. So
I
yeah,
love it. Do you see more of that in y'all's future together?
yeah. He um. So my brother was rapping, and then he kind of stopped to focus his time more on his family and all that. But
Yeah.
after seeing my like recent successes, like he's wanting to get back into it and kind of.
Yeah, seriously.
Hmm.
And that can be a journey that you can take family along with you. That success can carry into your family, and you can always make it a thing that they can be involved in. So, especially in the
Yeah.
community, that's always nice.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and so how did you get started? Where did you get started? Did you know you always wanted to kind of do, and I love your
Uh,
lyrics, I love your stuff. Like first, my favorite song is, correct me if I'm wrong on the name, but Three Kings.
oh yeah, that's the one with my brothers. Yeah.
Favorite. That's my favorite. I love it because I love as a boy mom. Let me go ahead and say as a boy mom, the meaning behind it. The meaning behind it. I love the
Yeah.
inspiration behind it. So talk a little bit about that.
So Three Kings, it kind of just like was in that it's the oldest song that I released, like as far as the songs that I released, it's the oldest one that I wrote.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I wrote the thing a long time ago. It was kind of conceptualized like when I heard the beat and like I was kind of thinking about who I wanted to be as an artist,
Ooh.
and I knew I wanted to like lean heavy into like this like royal persona and like this like
Thank
because growing
you.
up I had
Playing it.
always heard my uncle like he had like a production he used to produce music and he his like I don't know if it's a company like his like label was Broken King, which is what my album was called. Um,
Thank
so
you,
I kind of
Selena.
took that, retooled it to what it meant for me, and like kind of used that as my persona. Um, Not created a
I love
character because I'm
it.
still being myself, but kind of just leaning into like that king factor. Like so,
Yeah.
just before we move on, like I'll go ahead and dive into Broken King a little bit. Like so, Broken King, like I said, it was my uncle's company growing up, and I took it and retooled it to
Wow.
what I felt like it meant. So Broken King to me, like so we all know like descendant, like African American, like
Yeah.
descendants from
Say what you mean. Let's hear it. I'm
so
excited.
history a lot of times starts as slavery for us,
Yeah.
and it's a rejection of that idea. Like it's a rejection of my ancestors being slaves, and it's a like it's saying that they were enslaved and not slaves. Lord, my
Oh,
phone's about to die. So
oh no.
my bad, my phone is dying.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Hopefully it won't disconnect.
Yeah, you still got me.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
So yeah, like it's the idea of my ancestors being slaves versus them being enslaved. So
Ooh.
when they went to Africa, they got craftsmen and they got educators and they got uh farmers and they got all these people that were
Yeah.
different things and they were enslaved but they weren't slaves like and they got kings and queens like so it's
Yes.
embracing the idea that my ancestors could have been anything.
Mm.
Like so
Mm. I feel
so
that so deep. It makes me think of my talk with So Beck, talking about like how we will be the ancestors one day. So put that in your legacy. Let that be your legacy as you're breaking that
yeah.
generational curse.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is where Broken King came from. I'm sorry, I just wanted to explain that before we moved on.
I love that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that explanation, though, because we could, if the backstory is needed, I feel like context is needed.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But my bad. I can see myself now on the computer, and I'm gonna turn that off.
I love this. So, let's see. What was your favorite song to write so far, and why?
I'm breaking up. I'm breaking up. Say it again.
I know. I'm like, no, no,
I was
please
like
don't.
my
No.
phone was dying.
Yes, you need that charge, though. I'm gonna do a battery pack.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Um.
Yes, so you get right back inside.
Hmm?
As soon as you went back inside.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is about inside that
No signal.
doesn't want me to talk to you.
Oh no, I'm like, don't stop it. He's
Leave
got to
him in
share
my
his
car.
journey. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna breathe again. Nope, nope, it ain't happening today. Look, look, get him an iPhone, he said. Okay. Oh no. All right. Get this man. Who you sending it? You sending the iPhone? He's gonna have to join back in through his laptop. Just trying to hear a little bit about this up and coming artist claiming his royalty. I like it. I like it. Every bit of it. Let's see if he can rejoin. Annika, you know what? Just like when we were having our live together, IG man was trying to act up. Couldn't see you on the live. Nice. I'm starting a GoFundMe. We're gonna putting on a performance to raise fund for Tay's Sally. Okay, I'm gonna donate. I'll pull up. Let me invite him back. Look, I told him I'm gonna send a battery pack 20 minutes after the live started. What type of an artist? So he is a musician. He is an artist from my hometown. And I wanted to call him a conscious lyricist. He said I could just put lyricist, whatever I felt like. But so yeah, I would consider him a conscious lyricist because his music is very much oh come on. He's coming back. All right, Tay.
All right, sorry.
I can't
I'm
okay.
now in my car.
You in the car charging, look.
I am now in my car.
It works. It works. It works.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
I'm
But
back.
we can hear you, but we can hear you. Okay, so we just got a question though. What type of an artist are you? What? Go ahead.
I I am the best type of artist.
Yeah, yeah.
No, so I am a lyricist. I am a lyricist. I rap. I with heavy focus on my lyrics.
Yeah.
You know,
I love them. I
uh,
love you. Do,
yeah, I'm very dedicated. So,
what is the open mic that you always do in Roanoke? I always forget the name.
so there's soul sessions. It's
Yeah.
weekly. Yeah, it's weekly at they're moving it actually. I can't remember what the place is called. But yeah, it's a poetry spot. They let me come in and rap sometimes.
Yes, I love it though, and you've been into that for so long now. Look, Annika said he's
Mhm.
very dedicated. Talking about you getting back on the live. Look, it is a representation of his work. Representation of the dedication in his work.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ursula's Cafe. That's what it's called. That's where they're
Okay.
moving it
That's
to.
where it
So
moved. Okay.
if you're
Okay.
ever in Roanoke, on a Wednesday, um, shoot me a message and I'll get you some info and you can come check it
Shout
out.
out to Random Music Dude for the name. I'm gonna pin the comments.
So
So
just some random dude. So just some random dude is one of the dopest artists I know.
okay, okay. I love
Yeah,
it.
that's my homeboy. We actually met there at Soul Serenity. So
That's awesome. Okay, see, and that's what I love about, once you get out in the community, you start to meet people that you align with and that you get inspired by and that you can connect with on bigger levels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the networking aspect of music. And like I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Like I released other than Friday when I released Don't Blink. I released my last project the beginning of 2021, and then I just put myself in spaces, and I just recently started getting a bunch of shows. So that networking piece was more important than how much time I spent in the studio and how much I was doing, like just adding value to different spaces and showing my value to different people.
That part
Um,
right there. Oh my gosh, that part right there. Because I swear, it's like once you learn that, that's like the key that you have to unlock to your success because you meet so many new people, you have different opportunities that you might not have had before if you were just solely focused on being in your space trying to create more. Oh, no, don't let him get off of here. Don't. Oh my God. I'm gonna make him go somewhere with really good service and we're gonna reschedule this. Come on. Oh, no. He left us again. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, yes, expect. Okay, but I'll let him in. Come on. Oh,
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I was like, look, I'm gonna make you go somewhere with really good service and we're gonna have to reschedule. Nah.
Lord, yeah, I'm so sorry. Like I don't know. I've never
You are so,
like
you're
I've never been in love with somebody, so I didn't know it wouldn't work that well.
at least it's reconnecting every time though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It says, yeah, my service seems good out here.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's all it is. And if it's storming at all, I know that's like that gets us every time here. When we get storms, I get worried.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how did
I'm
your
sorry.
journey to music kind of begin? Where did you start and when?
All right, so I actually wrote my first verse um, at Fleming. Um, Senior year, like there was a history of hip hop class. Coach Herbert taught it, and I was in there. And one of our projects was to battle rap like a person in the class. And that was the first time I ever wrote a verse. So,
Yes.
so yeah, it
That's
ended up
so
evolving
awesome.
into. Mhm. Yeah, it ended up evolving in the more like I understood that I could use it as self expression and everything. Like eventually.
Yes. Slowly but surely,
Hmm.
but that's kind of like the stepping stone to like you realizing like, oh, okay, this was different than I expected.
Um, my bad. Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. No, I'm like, well, and that way, that kind of opens your eye up to a different perspective of rapping and of like making music. You're like, okay, this is different. Like,
Yeah, so it was kind of just like listening to different music and like learning what I liked. And a lot of it being more personal, more intimate stuff, and not like
Ooh,
jumping around and like bravado and all that. Like, so
yes.
when people were vulnerable in their lyrics and everything, like it stuck out more to me. Like,
Ooh,
um,
yes.
so it was kind of like I could like that was when I knew I could use it as a vehicle to express myself and
Oh,
not just
I love it.
rhyme words well.
Yes, yes, that's crazy. I love it. See,
Mhm.
and it's funny because I write a lot, and I always have. I took creative writing at Fleming. Like that was something that I really enjoyed because I learned different forms and different ways of writing that I could express myself. And so that's something I have started
Mhm.
sharing more of is like when I write, I'll share a little something on my stories or in a reel or something.
Mhm.
And so I definitely know what you mean about like just that form of like self expression and being able to have that form of release is something that's like,
Mhm.
yeah, I like introspective. I like introspective. So it very much
Yeah.
gets me when it's like a nice writing prompt that I could go deep on.
Mhm. Yeah. 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 Definitely. Just being able to be creative and kind of dig into your brain. Sometimes the places that you didn't know that you could go. Like it's
Yes, yes.
mhm.
And that's another thing about networking too, is meeting different people and maybe hearing a perspective that you may not have thought of. And so that gives you a whole other spark of inspiration for whatever, who knows what.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I don't want to end up losing you again. Before that,
Oh no.
what was your favorite song to write and why?
My favorite song to write.
Yeah.
Uh. mm. my favorite my favorite song that I wrote. I have a song called 25 Summers.
Okay.
Um. So it was kind of it is about my brother who is doing 25 years in prison right now,
Yeah.
who on year 17 of a 25-year bid. But he is like, and it was just diving into my mind and being able to bring out
Mm.
how I felt at different times in
Oh,
my life. Like it was to be able to deal with to write a to write parts about how I felt lonely, or write parts about how I was pissed off, or write
yeah.
part how I was write parts how I was like how my views of the world changed, and all different types of things like that. Like, so that was a really good song to write for me, like, because it just let me dive into my mind, like,
Mm.
and release a lot of things that I needed to release.
Oh, yes. And that's
uh
so deep. That's healing. That's healing right there.
hmm
Yeah. And
yeah,
being
I
able
really love,
to,
but I enjoyed writing all of the songs that I write though. So,
mm,
being able to try something new, like I've got some new songs that I've been working on, that so being able to try something new on some of these different songs, like
yeah.
if it's sonically, or if it's a rhyme scheme that I've never tried before, or a different flow that I've never tried. Like, I love experimenting and experiencing
And that
the
is so
art
fun. That
as
is so fun though,
tools.
because I feel like when you play and you don't take it so serious and you don't like put yourself in a box, you know, you give yourself so many different alleys to go on, or like you can do anything. You can be doing everything with that. Like, and it's
Hmm.
you can get your inspiration from so many in the community, like all of your soul sessions that you do and everything. I'm sure you get plenty of inspiration there as well.
Hmm. yeah. So that like I've gotten songs. Like I've written songs for soul sessions that were for a specific topic that we were doing there, and they're songs that nobody will ever hear other than that 1 week at soul sessions. So
That is
so
so cute. That is so funny
I've had fun
though.
writing them. So hmm
But and
yeah, and
that's so
I've
later release. Like you can record and release later on down the road.
mhm. Yeah, yeah, and I've had a lot of fun, like just challenging myself to not be repetitive. So making sure that I have new material when I go, like to where
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I haven't written a song this week. Let me let me
Yeah.
think back. Like even if I just think back, like I'm like, man, like let me just think back to college to something that they might not, that they haven't heard yet, and
Oh,
like I could just.
yeah, that's true though. And see, that's the thing
Mhm,
too, like about with like putting yourself out on social media and everything to kind of brand yourself and put your name out there. Um,
mhm,
that's something good you can do to always like repetitively add songs that you've done before as
mhm.
a marketing scheme to be like, look, here's old stuff that my new followers and my new supporters may not know about, but look, here's this what I did in the past. Like, and that's always good to
Yeah.
have reference points like that.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I just enjoy I really have begun to enjoy the art of performing, like just performing and putting on a good show and all those types of things. Like,
Yeah, that's good. And see, I feel
yeah.
like too, when you don't put so much, you got your vision, but you
Mhm.
got your focus and you got your ambition, you got all the ingredients, but you let it flow. And so I feel like by letting it flow, you are
Mhm.
putting yourself, you're letting it come to you. You're letting what is meant for you come to you, as well as still putting
Mhm.
yourself out there, being ambitious and putting your name out there so that people can discover you and people can see you. And that's ooh, do
Yeah.
you got a YouTube channel yet?
Hmm?
You got a YouTube channel yet?
Yeah. So if you search Tay the Truth, you should find me.
Yeah.
TAYETHETRUPH.
Yeah.
You should find me. So I haven't uploaded. Well, no, that's not true. I uploaded the snippet from a video I released 2 weeks ago with some friends. The Pray for This remix was one of my homeboys invited me to do a remix with him,
Okay.
and I uploaded my part to that. So
Nice, nice. I love it. Okay, we'll have to look it up. I'll put your name in the comments and I will go ahead and pin that so people can see. But yes, well,
hmm
I'm gonna have to follow you on YouTube though, because I don't. So
yeah,
let me see.
I don't post there as much as I should. I wanted to, like, social media gets exhausting sometimes.
Yeah. Ooh,
Like
I
I get very exhausted just being here. Like so knowing that it is now part of my job, like it's one of the toughest parts of my job. Like
yeah,
so,
yeah. And it's crazy because like when you struggle in that area, that's something you have to like that's a comfort zone you got to jump out of and get used to. I think that was honestly harder for me.
mhm,
That was the hardest part for me is like showing up consistently on social media and like once you feel like okay, this is like part of my job now, it puts a whole different perspective on it. So you kind of like
yeah,
it in a different way, see it in a different way. So you gotta approach it lightly. Is that all? That's what I'll say.
mhm, yeah.
Ask to not get overwhelmed.
It's yeah, that's the perfect word. Overwhelmed. Like it's so easy to get overwhelmed once you add that with everything else too.
Yeah.
Um, so because I have to write, I have to record, I have to perform, I have to go support other artists so that I can build my network and build my circle. I have to interact with these different people, and I have to go do all these things, and then I have to also do social media.
Oh, yeah, see, I
And
get
not to
that. It's
mention
like,
my normal, not to mention my normal full time job and coaching. Like, so it's
yeah,
just exhausting.
see, I can't even imagine. I know it's hard though, because like that's how it is here. It's like between
Hmm.
trying to do all of that and then having social media, it's like so much of me literally just wants to drop all social media, cancel it all. And then I'm like, well, dang, that's my business though
Yeah,
too that I'm promoting. So it's like,
yeah. When it's their job, it's a little different.
yeah, it's true. And it's like one
It
of my
really
sisters
is.
who said in our community, she was like, if I'm not going to promote my business, who's going to promote my business? Because if
Hmm.
not me, then who?
Yeah,
Maybe eventually you can get you a social media manager for your Instagram and all that. That way you can.
yeah. Well, that's actually in the works. Kind of
Yes,
testing it out. Kind of testing it out right now.
I love it.
Seeing what that looks like.
Yeah. You know,
On both sides, really.
yeah. And there's pros and cons, pros and cons. But it's like
Hmm.
to have that time, I think that investment is worth it because, and now I'm starting to play with social media scheduling apps so that I can schedule some of my posts and take a little bit out of
Yeah.
time because it's like even just that little investment is enough to make a big difference, especially when I'm over here trying to mom these two
Hmm.
kids and do everything else. It's a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
lot. So it's just like when you have even just that little extra hour that you might have spent or 30 minutes putting your thoughts into a post where you can just auto post it, do a little bundle
Hmm.
of stuff on auto post,
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. And just having it there so that it posts at the best time to post, like,
Yeah.
and having those resources available to you too.
Yeah.
Um,
That's another thing I've been playing with is times that I'm posting. Because I'm like, you know what? I had one of my sisters from my community was saying like, well, I noticed like she lives out in California. She's like, well, I notice when you post at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, I see your post more. And then I was like, well, dang, when I think about it, because that's like 8 o'clock her time PM. So she's kind of winding down for
mhm.
her night, doing her thing, checking social media. And it's
Yeah,
just like, okay. And then when you talk to people in other countries that follow you, and you're like, oh, so you see my posts when I post like early in the morning. It's just weird. The algorithm is weird.
yeah. Algorithms. It's hard not navigating it because you get all these followers and only like 30 of them actually see what's going on
Yeah.
unless people engage. So so to anybody that sees this, please engage with people that you want to see be successful because
Oh,
if you don't,
that
then nobody will see
that part right there.
it.
That part right there. Because people don't even realize like y'all, you can support us. You can kindly support us today by going and liking the last 10 posts on my page. You ain't even got a comment, but a comment
Hmm.
would be even more wonderful to have that kind of engagement
Yeah.
because then it would, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like
Hmm.
people don't realize that they can support your business and support you as an artist by simply liking your post, putting a little comment, sharing or tagging a friend. Like it's so simple, it's so easy.
Hmm.
And it's so funny
Yeah.
because even in my lives, like my girl Daisy inspired me to like start saying during my lives, like, okay, I saw that she was like, if you see somebody in this live right now, like go engage with them, go follow them because everybody that's following me, everybody that's engaging in my lives, they're some awesome people. So go follow them. Like, and I love
Hmm.
that. That's networking right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Just getting people to engage, like, but even beyond that, like, cause like the show on Friday, like if you look at the event post, like 600-700 people because it's at the museum. Like, so all their supporters and things, and my supporters, they're all saying that yeah, like 600-700 people are going to this, and then 150, maybe 200 show up, and then it's like so
Yes, yes.
so even getting to a gauge, but then actually showing up in real life is also important for artists
Yes,
like myself
yes.
as well, especially.
See, and it's so funny because I like how I was all like, okay, I was all prepped to go and like we're in Roanoke, and then I was like, I didn't even realize it was Friday. I thought it was Saturday for whatever reason. I was like, hold up, because
Oh yeah.
that ain't gonna work because my kids ain't sleeping tonight. No.
Yeah, yeah. No,
It's so
no, it's like
hard.
I don't like I don't wanna be like the guy that's like guilt tripping anybody into showing up any like
Yeah, yeah,
but like
but
if you
no.
want like there are so many people that want to see me be successful or say they want to see me be successful that
Yeah.
they won't show up. They won't put me on their live or their YouTube channel or whatever. Like they won't
Stop.
share my
See,
post.
and
They won't.
that's what I'm all about is networking. Like I feel
Mhm.
like that is what this year has been about for me is like networking. And that's one reason I wanted to start this vlogcast is to like have people like if you see that, if you see this live too, like you got something you want to talk about, you got a business you want to promote, get on here, let's talk about it. Like let's talk about what inspired you to start your business because
Mhm.
supporting each other, community. That's how we all thrive. That's how we all
Yeah.
grow. And so I've loved having like some of my Roanoke friends on here, and that's why I was like, man, I'm gonna reach out to Tay because he's got to get on here. Like I'm just like, I love your music, and I like it's a way to support you, and it's a way to support both of us, and get our names out there and network together. Because
Mhm.
after we do this, I save the recording, upload it on my YouTube page, and that way we can
Yeah.
share wherever we want. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just so important. Like even just having somebody in your network that's willing to do things like this. Like
yes.
so I appreciate you for inviting me
Hmm.
on.
And I appreciate you and your time because you didn't even have to show up and do this because it ain't like,
My bad. Am I freezing? I think I'm freezing.
little bit. I'm like, it's hitting 9 o'clock anyway, though. So we can get ready to end it right here if you want.
Yeah, my bad.
No,
I'm sorry that my
it's no
connection
worries at
has been
all.
terrible. We'll have to.
It is no worries. It's been good talking to you though, and it's been good. And I appreciate you at least getting back on here, like Annika said earlier, dedication because you came right back in every time. Like we didn't give up.
Yeah. Well,
And this is
I know that
exactly what.
like it was working fine on my porch, and then my phone started dying, so I had to run back. It was just
Run to the car.
a ridiculous set of events. So,
Teamwork. Yes, yes. It's so
yeah.
funny though, because this is what happened to me and Annika on when I had her on. Except since she's in
Hmm.
Trinidad, she like something with the like I don't even know. She had to like change something on her settings on Instagram because it wouldn't even show her picture. So it was just me and her talking, but my followers couldn't even see her photo, like her video. I was just like, oh my goodness, but oh
Hmm.
well, we did it.
Yeah.
Dedication.
Yeah. Yeah. The dedication. I mean, I'm glad that we could get the face to face, and we could get
Right?
because like
Yes.
it's been so long. It's been so long since we like spoken. Like 'cause
I
we
know,
graduated in
seriously.
2009, so it's been a long time ago.
And it's so funny because I'm like, as long as it's been, I still support you. I'm like, every time you got music come out, I'm like, okay, auto save, because I know it's gonna be dope.
Uh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Like you don't even know how much that means.
Always, always.
Um,
Big Bear. I'm like a little bit of backstory. I was
yeah,
Goldilocks. He was Big Bear. We went to school together. We still supporting each other.
your hair's not as blonde.
Yeah,
Your hair's not as blonde, so I can't call you Goldilocks anymore.
right, right. I'm gonna have to swap up. Annika, oh, she said I'm yet to know if it is working. We'll see. We're gonna have to try, girl. We are gonna have to try.
Hmm.
Get her on
Oh
video
man.
because I was like, they can't not see her sweet face right now. They cannot see her smile.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was good to have you. I appreciate your time. And look, anytime you want to come back on, promote some songs, some music, hit me up. I'm
Hopefully my
gonna do
connection
this again though,
will
for
be. I'll
sure.
figure
Be
out the connection
connected.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll figure out the connection thing, and then we
Yes.
can try. But yeah,
Oh,
like I said, I just want to say this again. Like, thank you for inviting me on.
yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you for all your support, continued support, commenting, engaging with my posts and everything. Like, thank you.
Always,
And
always.
to anybody watching, like, please go check my song out. It's called "Don't Blink." The link is in my bio. So yeah, click on my page and follow the link in my bio. And
Yeah. Go and follow him.
it's a very special song to me. Yeah, it's a very special song to me. So just check that out for me, please.
And do you want to
And
talk a
thank
little
you.
bit about that real quick before you go? Because I know you had got on your live
About
on your
Don't Blink.
page recently to talk about it.
Yeah, so Don't Blink.
Awesome.
I'll
I
give the
love
actual
it.
inspiration behind it. In 2020, actually in August of 2020, so almost 2 years ago, a really good friend of mine named Malik was murdered, and um I couldn't write for a while because I was
Ooh,
just kind of in my head. So
yeah.
um and then my brother's friend ended up dying too. His name is Rico Turner. He ended up getting shot and
Mm.
killed. And at work, like, I penned that song in about 20 minutes at work. Don't tell my boss. But
No, stop,
so
stop.
so yeah, like it was just on my mind for so long. And when it came out, it was like uh response to the violence that was going on in Roanoke. Like it's been heavy
Ooh,
lately. Um,
yeah.
so so Don't Blink is dedicated to my friend Malik Sims. Like taken from his way too soon, August of 2020. Um, he was in his 20s. Like it's
Mhm.
uh, it's almost like pleading. Like it's like pleading. Like please, like let's stop killing each other type thing, man.
Yes, and
And
the lyrics hit. The
I
lyrics
think
hit
it's
deep.
hmm
You could feel the
yeah.
energy. And
I
Annika,
think that
yeah,
it's an important song, and I want people to hear it and vibe with it and like want be inspired to make a difference with me. Like
yes. Mm. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely very beautiful lyrics. Because props to you on that one, and my condolences on both of them. Both of them lives lost because first of all, like you said, um, yeah, no, no, no explanation for that kind of stuff. Like, there's no cause, there's no need for all of that. And it's
Mhm.
definitely like from anything and everything that I hear from like people from high school that I still connect with, and my parents, even like very much violence going on back in the hometown. And like, for you to put out music like that, um, that can just raise the vibration of the whole community. You can connect different
Mhm.
people on a level that they might not would have connected with otherwise. and receive your message. And so that right there,
Yeah,
like yeah, that could be life changing for somebody.
yeah. And it's like it's almost like a call to action because social media
Yeah,
responses really bothered me, like with how everyone was like, this is why we can't, this is why I don't go out, or y'all got to do better, or blah blah blah. But when it's time for solutions, like everybody's was silent. So so I used what I could use, which is my art, and kind of made that response there.
mm.
So
And that way
hmm
of expression is just beautiful to me, seriously, because to be able to express yourself in that way and connect the community in that way, that's something not everybody can do. And that is a solution right there. That is
yeah,
literally a solution because what you are doing, you can inspire other people to do the same thing to get that, get that kind of self expression, to tap into that.
hmm
Yep.
yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
I love it. Keep spreading the
hmm
magic. Keep spreading the music.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, always.
Yes.
All right. Look, well, I enjoyed you and I won't take up any more of your night. And thank you for coming on. Thank you for taking the time. And I look forward to, just seeing you grow.
Thank you for inviting me out. It was really great to talk to you after so
Yes,
many years.
always. Yes,
So
well,
yeah,
let's stay
we'll have to do it
connected.
again, and I'll get the connection figured out. So
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be good. It'll be good. It was good.
yeah, yeah. This is
Yeah.
great. Thank you.
Good night, Annika. Thank you for coming and thank you for your support always.
hmm
Oh, well, I enjoyed it and y'all all have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.